Well, hello, it's me, Marilyn Price, hiding behind this incredible book that was written by two friends of mine, Elizabeth McChesney and Judy Schiffman, and was illustrated by Steve Musgrove, incredible artist. So I wanted to push this just a little further, not push as in push you to buy a book, but push you to think about some of the stuff that we get to think about now. So let me just read you the introductory piece about what this book is about. Kiki loves her family: mom, dad, her big brother Noah, and Clyde, their unruly dog. They all live together in an apartment that reaches high into the sky. They love to be on the go, getting froyo, visiting the library, taking Clyde to the dog park, going for walks and visiting their grandmas at their retirement home. And wherever they go, Kiki makes everyone happy with her super strong double hugs. And then one day, this is a book about what happened when Kiki wasn't able to stop anyone on the street, her friends even, or her teachers, or anyone that gave her permission, and give them a big, strong double hug. Even her dog Clyde. Woof. Not working anymore. During the last few years, we have been kept from a lot of things that we got used to doing. Being able to shake someone's hand, give them a high five, talk to somebody close up, going without a mask. Now, in and about the time that we created, or that book was created, I was introduced to you. And that's how this show got here. We were going to put together a show that helped you to do stories at home, use everyday objects, and tell stories about them. Sort and about how this book got together with an incredible amount of information in the back on helping kids and, truth told, adults figure out what to do during these times. Talking about thoughts, and making sure they had questions answered, all of that. As a matter of fact, I remember quite clearly helping you, and you can even go look it up, taking a hand puppet like this and making it into a mask. Because that's the kinds of stuff that we need to do. I mean, you could tell your mask a story, right? What, you're not a mask yet? Well, this is what we did, and then we turned it again. So it's got all the right ingredients. It is not super safe. You cannot do surgery with this mask, and it won't keep you safe. But it's an interesting way to think about things that you could do. So here was this puppet, and I asked him very nicely to put his head down, right? Matter of fact, we'll put his head back, which is not so easy to do. And then I took a couple of rubber bands here, one in here and one in here, and I made this into a non-medical mask. But just to show you the idea that don't be scared, be safe. And then when we were all done, not all done, and we're not all done. There's still some good times and places where you need to wear a mask or be cautious so that you don't get someone you love sick, or you don't take it with you when you go. Even if you have a really bad cold, I mean, masks aren't a terrible thing. People have been wearing them for years to do exactly the same thing. But then we remembered that mask can now become mascots. Ta-da! And hero. Lots to be said about that. And that was one of the things we did. But then it occurred to me that lots of things are close to being done. Pandemic is not done. It is no longer an official pandemic. But what it is, it has allowed us to do things we haven't been doing in a long time. And what Kiki and I'm about to introduce you to Kiki, would like you to think about is still being respectful, one, but also still being excited about doing the things you had not been able to do for a very long time. So I thought Kiki would join me in conversation, and certainly you are welcome to join me in conversation as well. And the story, or the tale we are about to help you do, is called Kiki is Grateful. Well, here, there's Kiki. That's me, Kiki. Kiki, you look so good. You like, When I met Kiki, she had a very nice little mask too. And she's done a couple of videos with exactly the same idea. And you can find them on Kiki Super Strong Double Hugs website. That's a lot of mouth, right? Isn't it? Do you like hugs? Mm-hmm. So how do you feel? How did you feel the first time you were able to give a hug to people outside of your family, the people you're living with? Kiki said she felt great. Can you show me? Can you show me great? Okay. So the first time Kiki and I were able to hug, it was like the hug heard around the world. And it felt so good. What about the second time? Still good. Still good. So that's what I want you to think about. All the things you can now do safely that make you feel still good. Can you name any other things? Uh-huh. What? Going to school. Going to school. How did you feel the first time you went to school? So good. And what else? A little scared. Oh, you were afraid something might happen. Uh-huh. What if my friends didn't like me anymore? That, because they hadn't seen you in a while. Uh-huh. That's a good point, though. So after you figured that out, and maybe you even made new friends. Oh, I did. We did. And how did you feel then? I felt great. Okay, do you know what great and grateful are the same thing, even though they're spelled different? Oh. So the first time you walked outside, you saw someone across the street. Yeah. And what did you do? Did you run over and give them a hug? Not first. Not at first? No. What did you do? I asked if it was okay. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Give me 5. How did you feel after that? I felt great. Now, the next time it happened, how did you feel? I felt great. Oh, how was the first time you went to the movies? Ooh. Now, some things we still wear masks at, but we do go. You can go to the movies now. First time you sat in the movies and ate a great big bowl of popcorn, how did you feel? So good. And the second time, still. Now, this is what I'm asking you, Kiki, and you out there. I want you to always remember just a little bit of, excuse this pun, I know we just talked about popcorn, a little kernel of excitement, a little kernel of wonder that we are now able to do the things we weren't able to do. To just take it all in, to enjoy it, to be able to go to a synagogue or a church and be there with your friends. Maybe even walk down the street with someone that you really like and hold their hand. That's a good thing. And it should make you feel good. Sunny as the sun on your shirt. So Kiki and I are expressing to you the following things. We got used to not doing stuff. Lots of stuff. And now there's lots of stuff we can do. And each time we are involved in that, Kiki and I would like you to remember that even though the world isn't one super strong double hug all the time, I want you to remember how good it felt to get that first hug. And maybe there's one coming up in your future. But whatever you do, keep it in your head and your heart. And always, always remember the wonder, because that's really what it's all about. So Kiki and I are here, along with Clyde and everybody else in my studio, to wish you a sweet day. A day, if not a double hug, maybe just at first a single hug. Someone that you can be a friend to, a partner to, maybe to share a dream and a scheme, because that's what I always wish for you. And that, my friends, that is the great, big, honest, this is your life, truth. Give me 5, Kiki. You did a really good job. From the Mentor Project, from me, from Kiki, and from all of my friends out there, I wish you a sweet day, a day of sweet.